All right, so good morning and welcome to New Student Onboarding. My name is Miss Brandy Guillory. I'm going to be your instructor for this course. Please feel free to call me Miss Brandy. Miss Guillory was my mother-in-law, so I am Miss Brandy. A little bit about me. I'm going to be your instructor the entire 8 months of this program while you're going through. I will be your first point of contact if you have any questions, concerns, you need any kind of paperwork, anything like that, documentation and stuff, or questions about grades or whatever. I will be your first point of contact. If we need to reach out to another department, we can do that. But generally, that kind of stuff goes faster if it goes through me. I have been working in the medical billing and coding industry. And I say industry because I've had there's a lot of different positions that fall into this program. But I have been doing this for a little over 10 years now. On the side of teaching it at Unitech, most of our instructors we have the experience, we can do contract work from home. And that's good money, y'all. That's good money. It's a comfortable place to be when you can walk into, because nowadays when we get hired on, we go and sit with somebody. It's not, what do you pay this position? It's an hour. It's, this is what I cost an hour. Do you want me to work for you or not? Because I don't have to. I can go to the clinic down the street. The jobs are plentiful. Okay. And once you get a certain amount of experience under your belt, you get to that point where you can if you want to do it, you can make your own way. You can make your own way and do what you want to do with it. So exciting stuff. And it's an industry, y'all, that is just growing. The medical industry is here to stay. It's never going to go anywhere, and people are always going to need it. People are always going to need it. So it's job security. And I have a kid. I have a 5-year-old kid and a husband, and he works off most of the time. So it's just me and the kid. And it's really nice to be able to be there for my kid whenever I want. Work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, get paid holidays off. We have good insurance. I actually just started contributing to my 401k. I'm a little bit late in the game on that, but I'm to the point in my life where I can do that now, and I'm okay. So that's kind of my goal. Most of you guys come to this school and this program with specific goals, and the big one is usually, I want a better job. I want a more stable job that's going to give me benefits and time with my family, and stuff like that. And you're in the right place, guys. You're in the right place for that. So I am located in South Louisiana. I was actually born and raised here. I'm in Morgan City. Nobody ever knows where Berwick is, but that's where I come from. I've lived in some of the biggest cities in the country, and I just moved back to Morgan City 6 months ago. My husband just so happened to get hired on with a company that is local to this area. He got promoted and they wanted him close to the home office, so I got to come home. So, and my best friend since 4th grade still lives here, and I'm 42. So that was a big bonus for me, is getting back in touch with my friends that I grew up with. But so what I'm gonna do next, that's a little bit about me. What I'm gonna do next is kind of introduce a couple of members of our staff. And sometimes they are able to hop on and join us and introduce themselves. I don't think that was a thing this morning. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm just going to do the screen. All right, can you guys see my screen? Yeah. All right, so introductions. I'm going to kind of go through this a little bit fast, y'all. We have up here Miss April Austin, and she is the supervisor. She's the online director. She's over every program in the online campus. She's over all of the online campus, from our registrar, our secretary, our IT program, medical billing and coding. She's everybody's boss, okay? She's the kind of the head honcho when it comes to the online campus and what we do. My direct supervisor is right under Miss April, and that's this lady here, Miss Jessica Washington. And if you guys ever had a question about something that I couldn't answer or had an issue with me, Miss Jessica would be your next point of contact. She's my boss, my direct supervisor, and she's our director of education, which means that she supervises the instructors or the education team. Okay, so if you have an issue with me or the program really or anything at all, and you don't think that I'm answering your question effectively, or if it's about me, you can go to Miss Jessica, and her email address will be posted in our e-learning site. Okay, so you will have actually both of their contact information is listed there, I think, if you guys ever need them for anything. I haven't had many students need to go over my head, so hopefully it's the same for you guys. All right, so we also have in our online campus, we have an online registrar, and her name is Miss Franny Gotro. And she is kind of the glue that holds the online campus together. She is the person that formulates you guys' diploma plan, which means she's the one who keeps up with your GPA and figures out when you guys are going to finish the program. If you have to repeat a certain module or class, she'll be the one to let you figure that out for us and let us know, hey, so and so needs to complete this to finish the program, and I'll be like, okay, let's do it. But she's also the person that we go to if you guys need, like, in some situations you'll need verification that you're enrolled in school full time or something like that. She's the person that'll get us that documentation and things like that. She is also the person at the end of the program. You guys will get in touch with Miss Franny, either Miss Franny or Miss Michelle, who's our online secretary, and they give y'all details about NCCT certification. They schedule that for you guys to take your exam. And then also graduation ceremony details will come from those ladies as well. Okay. We have a career services team also for you guys, and y'all will meet them. They kind of come into play when y'all are almost done with your program. Now, it doesn't have to be. If you guys are in the program and looking for employment, let me know. I will get you in touch with your career service advisor. They will help you with your resume. You can always add onto your resume that you are in this program to apply for jobs that are in this field. Okay. I've had plenty of students go to work in this career field while they were in this program, simply by putting, I'm in this program. I'm currently taking this program to get certified. This is what I'm studying. And they were able to get employed. Okay. So if you guys come across that issue and need a job before the end of the program, definitely let us know. We might be able to help you out with that. And they can definitely help you, if nothing else, polish up your resume. Okay. But they'll also look for jobs for you in your area. And especially once you get close to graduation and you start wanting to do interviews and things like that, these are the ladies. They do mock interviews with all the students. They give you advice on presenting professionally, professional dress, professional communication. They help you polish up that resume to where it stands out and you're putting the things that employers are looking for. So they're going to be your best friends once y'all are almost done with this program. And their names are Miss Demetria Latigue, Caitlin Morrow, and then we have another one. I need to update my slide, Miss Tafaria Rubin. And we call them our dynamic trio because they're amazing ladies, and they're going to help you guys out a lot. All right, so that's it for introductions. That's enough new people thrown at you for one day, right? All right, so let's talk a little bit about the medical billing and coding program and the way it kind of works, because it's kind of set up like a Ferris wheel. We have students that start every week. Y'all are starting today. And remember, I told you I have students that finished last week. They started 8 to 9 months ago. Your last day of class is your completion date, and you are a candidate for graduation. Graduation ceremonies are held separately. Your graduation date depends on your completion date. Additional information is provided closer to your completion date. All right, so in about a month, Miss Franny, once you guys are active in the program and you start getting grades in and things like that, Miss Franny will go ahead and formulate your diploma plan, and I'll have a projected finish date for you guys. Let's see, we're in December, so it'll probably be around August, end of August, early September 2024. And y'all, when I say it flies, okay? It's gonna be here and gone before you know it. But how the Ferris wheel works, our program just kind of runs consecutively. We teach it from beginning to end, and then we start right back over and teach it beginning to end again. And because students are jumping in every week, we have new students that start every week, it means that you could jump in almost anywhere in the course of the program, right? But you're gonna finish where you began, okay? You're gonna end where you started. You're just gonna kind of loop around. And like right now, our program, we have like 8 classes. We call them modules. It's modules 151 through 158. Right now, we are literally, today is day 10 of 20. We are halfway through module 156. So we are at the last 2 or 3 classes of the program, essentially. But the stuff that we are learning now is not anything that y'all are not going to be able to jump into, okay? We actually just finished up the coding section, and we're just now starting, like we're 10 days into simulation software and medical office ethics and laws and things like that is kind of what we're going over right now. SimChart, some of y'all, I'm not sure how y'all heard about SimChart yet, unless you watched one of the videos on Remind or something like that. Excuse me, 1 second. But SimChart is the software that we use to train you guys on how to work in a medical office, okay, on an what's called an EHR system, which is just a certain software package. But almost all medical offices use the same kind of software. There's thousands of companies out there that make EHR software, but they all have the same functionality, okay? They all work the same way because all medical offices, all of them have to have patient accounts. So we have to have somewhere to save patient data. All of them have to have, coding and billing functions built in. So we teach y'all on a simulated software package. So you guys, when you go sit down at a medical office, you're not looking at something that's completely foreign to you. It may be set up a little bit different, but it's going to function all the same way. Okay. So that's what we're working on right now in module 156 is SimChart software and doing things in the medical office, completing certain tasks, inputting patient demographics, scheduling patients, listing allergies in their records, learning how to make notes. There's a saying in medical billing that if it's not documented, it didn't happen. And that's kind of, y'all will hear me harp on making notations on patient accounts because you have to CYDA. Okay. I don't know if all of y'all know what that acronym means, but it's basically cover your butt. Document everything heavily. Okay. And we'll get into more details about that as you guys get into class and start going through things. But that's how the program works. So you guys are jumping in kind of almost towards the end, but that's okay because like I said, you're going to end where you began. So day 10 of 20, the next time we go through module 156 will be you guys' last day. So all right. So any questions about the program itself, how it runs, how the classes are set up, anything like that? All right, fantastic. All right, so I want to talk a little bit I'm actually going to stop the presentation because I do things a little bit different. We have a standardized PowerPoint that the company likes us to use, and then we can kind of go our own way. A little bit about expectations, the way to be really successful in this program. Number one is daily attendance. Submit an assignment every single day. You guys are going to have assignments due Monday through Friday. You'll have one daily assignment and one lab assignment every single day almost. On days you have an exam, I don't usually give a lab assignment on those days. I just let you study for your exam and then take it. But you'll still have a daily assignment every day, no matter what, almost. As long as you have class, you'll have that daily assignment. But I also understand that you guys are in school online because you need a certain amount of flexibility, right? So the way I set it up, because attendance, Unitech has an attendance policy, and it's fairly strict. If you do not submit anything in a 14-day period, you are dropped from the program. They expect daily attendance. I expect daily attendance. And it's really the best policy. We need you to think about this program because we're setting you up for a career. We want to teach you guys not just how to get the job, but how to keep the job, how to be an asset to your company. That way they're going to pay you. When you're an asset and they feel like they need you, they're going to pay you. Okay. And that's what we want for you guys, is success. So we want you to treat the program kind of like your job, and you got to show up to your job every day or you don't get paid, right? So, but I make it easy because I know you guys are working. I know you'll have families. I know you've got other obligations and things. Sometimes life just kicks you in the face. It just does, to everyone. It just kicks you in the face sometimes, and you just can't think about it. One more thing. So I try to make it really easy. Your daily assignment is one question. One question. You might be able to answer it in 5 minutes with a Google search. You may have read it the day before in the assignment that you read the day before, or something like that. It's going to be really quick, really easy. One question. That's it. All right. Your lab is where the bigger bulk of your coursework is going to be. That's where you're going to, your lab assignment is going to tell you what pages in the book you're supposed to read that day, or what chapter exercises, which are also found in your book. It's going to tell you which one of those you need to do and which ones to submit to me. And here's a hint that not everybody catches. Read the directions carefully on those lab assignments, because I don't ask you to submit everything that I ask you to do. I may only ask you to submit one section. I may ask you to do 3 exercises, but then just turn in the answers to one of them. Because what it breaks down to, guys, is I've got 50 of y'all. So trying to go through and grade 3 chapter exercises for each and every one of y'all is extremely, extremely hard to do. So I ask that y'all submit a small portion to let me know that you did the assignment, and we move on. I trust you to do the work because everybody's a grown up, right? We know what we got to do. So read your directions to make sure you're submitting only what you need to submit. And if you knock out that daily assignment, that takes care of attendance. You'll have perfect attendance if you do that daily assignment every day. Daily assignments and labs, in case y'all have some type of emergency situation go on or something like that. I keep all the assignments open until 11:55 on Sunday evening. So if things just blow up at work during the week and you're just exhausted when you get home, that's okay. You've got until Sunday at 11:55. You may miss a couple of days worth of attendance, but as long as you get those assignments in by Sunday at 11:55, you won't lose any points. I do not take points off if they're a few days late. Okay. Stuff happens. We got life going on top of school. Sometimes school, you got to just get it in where you can fit it in, and I understand that in some days y'all are going to have to do that. So, but just remember, Sunday at 11:55 is the cutoff. And if you need extra time, text me, shoot me a text message if you run out of time. It is not uncommon for me to get 5 text messages on a Sunday evening letting me know, hey, Miss Brandy, this happened and I wasn't able to get it done, and can I have a few more days? Absolutely. Almost 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna tell you yes. Like, yeah, that's not a problem for me at all to give y'all a few extra days to work on stuff. Like I said, we're online, so we have some flexibility. Okay. Let's see. So that takes care of attendance and a little bit about assignments and things. Let's talk about logins and books. Okay. So today, the one thing that y'all have to focus on is getting me that day one assignment back. I've gotten it, I think, back from about half of y'all already. There's about half of y'all, which is about 4 or 5, that still need to email me the answers to that daily assignment. You will not be active in my course until I get that assignment in. Okay. If you don't get it to me by 11:55 tonight, you will not start this program this week. You'll have to start it at a later date. Okay. So that is today's focus, is this meeting and getting that assignment back to me. That's it. That's all you got to worry about today. Because what's going to happen after I get that assignment, I'm going to let our registrar, Miss Franny, know, hey, I got their first day assignment. They're active in the program. Get them their book codes. And she's going to send out emails with your book codes. Okay. I never let her know that anybody's active until after this meeting. I always finish this meeting first, and then we start that process of getting y'all your codes and things as we go along. So those of y'all that have already sent me those, turn that in. I'll be sending her an email right after we get off of here, letting her know that you're active, and she can go ahead and start sending you your stuff. So what she's going to send you, y'all should get 2 emails today. You're going to get one from Miss Franny with the book codes, as long as you do your assignment. If you wait till tonight, of course, she's not going to email y'all till tomorrow. Okay. The longer you wait to send me that assignment, the longer you're going to be waiting to get your codes and stuff. Because she gets off at 5 o'clock today. So if it's after 5 today, it's going to be a tomorrow thing. So again, just give me that ASAP if you can. But she'll send out your book codes. You'll also get an email. Some of y'all may have gotten it already. It'll be an email from our IT department, and it's going to give you directions to set up a Unitech email address through Microsoft, I think 365 or 360 or something like that, through Microsoft. And it'll have it set up for you. It'll give you the email address, your username, and the password that they set. All you have to do is go in to Microsoft, and change that password to one that you're going to remember. Okay. Once you do that Unitech email address and that password that you're going to remember, you're going to use that same login information for the My Unitech website, for your, what we call e-learning, is what we call that site. And that's where all your assignments are posted. All of our videos are posted, news and announcements, your syllabus, everything about your program is found in that My Unitech e-learning site. Okay. But again, your email and the My Unitech site, same login information. Okay. So that one will probably come first. Like I said, some of y'all may have gotten it. If you haven't gotten it, check your spam folder and your junk folder throughout today. It should come today, and I would say 8 times out of 10 it goes to that junk or spam folder because it's coming from our IT department. So it's just a support@Unitech email address. It's nothing real specific. So it usually goes to junk or spam. So check there. If y'all have not gotten or seen that email by tomorrow morning, let me know so I can email them and get them to resend it. Okay. So the next thing you're going to get is that email from Miss Franny about your books. She's going to give you the website, which is the Evolve website. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of her email, there's I think it's like a 16-digit code down there. And that code is what you're once you set up your account in Evolve, to get access to your books, you're going to redeem that code that she gives you in the email. Okay. And she gives some really good directions, like step-by-step directions if y'all read the email good. Okay. She's really good about that kind of stuff. If you get caught on any part of that process, setting up that account, any questions about, I think they make you input your program, but it's not really medical coding and billing in their system. It's like billing and insurance or something like that. If y'all get stuck anywhere, just shoot me a text message and I will shoot you one right back. Okay. I'll answer you directly and we'll get you on through. Yeah, so that code is found at the bottom of that email, and you have to have that. Once you redeem that code, you'll have access to, I think, 5 or 6, I think it's 6 ebooks. Okay. And they're going to be, her email actually tells you how to do that too. You go to my content and then your ebook library, and it opens up what they call the bookshelf, and it shows you all the covers, and then you can click in and download and do things. Okay. And those are all your textbooks and workbooks for the program, all of them through the whole program. So not all of them you're going to need right now. Let's see, the one we are in right now. Let's see if I have. Is this one. Okay. It's called the electronic health record. There's a picture of this on the first page and the welcome page. When you click into the module in e-learning, it comes up to a welcome page with my picture, my contact information, what module we're in, and the picture of the book that we're in right now. Okay. So don't worry about trying to remember all that. It's all there in the e-learning website for you guys. But that's the book we're in right now, the electronic health record, which is EHR, the simulation software that we're working in. And it's actually a pretty fun, I like billing and dealing with billing and insurance stuff in the medical office a lot more than I like medical coding. I don't find it that fun. It's not my jam. Arguing with insurance companies and making them pay my doctor, that's my jam. That's where I shine. That's what I really enjoy to do. I'm like, you gonna pay my doctor. You're gonna pay my charges. So that's what I like. So this section of the program is really fun for me. We do a lot of fun, like in one of the next couple of week meetings, we're going to do some role play. I'm going to pretend I'm an insurance company and y'all are going to pretend to call me, and I'm going to be like, and I'm going to make you argue your case. Because one of the things we've heard from employers is that they want graduates to be more comfortable or more confident on the phone with insurance companies. And that's not something that you can really teach out of a book. It's hard to, you can't get that confidence by reading about it. You know what I mean? You kind of got to go through it and kind of find your groove, find how you're comfortable talking to people. So we're going to practice some of that. So this is a fun part of the program for me. It just really is. We have a lot of fun. So, all right. So books. Okay. The other thing about books, you guys in about a week and a half or so, maybe as much as 2 weeks, usually not quite that long, you're going to get 3 big, and I mean big books in the mail. Okay. Let's see. I've got one handy here. These are your coding manuals. And like I said, we actually just finished, if I can grab one. We just finished the coding part of the program. So you guys, what y'all are going to do is you're going to take these books and you're going to put them in a safe place until we get there. You're not even going to worry about looking at these for at least 2 months, probably. Okay. But when I say these books are big, they're massive. They are massive, massive, super heavy books. So that's a heck of a box. And this is the biggest one. There's 2 more that you're going to get with this one. And like I said, just put those in a safe place to the side, and we'll learn all about those when it comes time. Okay. But those will be the only ones that you guys get in paper, in physical books. Everything else will be online. For those of y'all that would rather a paper book, because I have had students that I don't like reading off of a screen really either. Um, my best suggestion, you can buy a paper book from Evolve, but that would be at your expense. Or what I like to do, usually I don't assign more than 10 pages at a time for y'all to read in one assignment. Like, I think that's enough for a day, right? I'm not trying to overload y'all. So we usually do about 5 to 10 pages a day when we're reading, and not every day. Sometimes we get done reading the chapter, and then we'll just kind of go do some exercises for a few days. It's not reading every day, so don't worry about that. But on this stuff, if you prefer paper, you can copy and paste out of that book. So I copy whatever pages I need to copy, paste them into just like a Word document or a Google Doc or something like that, and then you can print it out like that if you prefer to read paper. Which a lot of people do, especially like me. If you're older like me and you grew up on paper, it's paper. Something about holding it in your hand. I don't know what it is. But all right, so any questions about logins or books or what to expect when? Nope. Good, good. Okay, awesome. All right, let's see. The last thing, or the last couple things we want to discuss for this morning, we're just about done, guys. I want to talk about NCCT. That's the certification exam at the end of the program that you're going to take. There is in your e-learning site, actually, while we're talking about it, let me share my screen and I will show you guys the e-learning site. And where you can find this stuff. All right, can you guys see my screen? See the My Unitech up there? Yeah. Okay. So when you sign on to the My Unitech site, you're going to see this green bar up at the top. Okay. And then you're going to have this green bar with different pages that you can go to. Now mine is a little bit different than yours because I'm an instructor. But up here, like kind of in the middle, you're going to have what's an academics tab. And if you click that, it's going to bring you to a list of your classes, okay? And right now, all you're going to have is you're going to have an orientation module that Miss Franny set up for you. It's real short, and that has to be completed by this Friday for her. And then you'll see module 156, okay? And again, mine looks a little bit different, but it'll be kind of a list similar to this. And what you're going to do is you're just going to click into your module. You click the title, and it's going to open it up for you. And this is that welcome page that I was talking about, okay? My contact stuff, a little bit about module 156, the picture of the book, okay? But the main thing I want to show y'all while we're here is this gray menu to the left, all right? This gray menu is going to get you everywhere you need to be in this site to access your stuff, okay? News and announcements, you can check that probably once a week. Once a week, there may be something new. Right now, I've got Unitech's doing a laptop giveaway for an attendance challenge. If you get perfect attendance in January, they put you in a drawing for a new laptop. And then I put one up about our holiday break that's coming up. But y'all can check those out once you get logged in. But so we have news and announcements. The next one down is Zoom meetings. All right. So our class meetings, we have one a week. It's on Thursdays at 4 o'clock. Every Thursday at 4 o'clock is our live meeting. It is not mandatory, you guys. If you guys are stuck at work, you're picking up your kids at that time, that's okay. I record them all. and I post them on this page. Okay. The link to join that meeting is right up here at the top of this page. All right. Weekly class meeting every Thursday at 4. This is our formal weekly class meeting or live lecture. All right. And then you can see every week's videos is posted right under there. So y'all can go back and watch, or if y'all can't make it that day, this is where it'll be later in the evening. It does, now I will say the meeting's at 4. Usually we run till about 5. It's probably usually 7 or 8 o'clock at night before I get it posted. I've got to download it, upload it to YouTube, all that stuff. So it takes me a little bit of time, and plus I'm making dinner for my family at that time and getting my kid ready for bed and all that. So it usually takes me till 7 or 8 o'clock on Thursdays before I have that video ready for you guys. Okay. But I will say, if you can make it to Zoom, definitely come, because you miss out on a lot of good conversation, a lot of good information. I do not lecture out of the textbook a lot. Like, I feel like y'all will figure out that there's enough repetition of the coursework that goes on that I don't feel like I need to regurgitate that information at you. Y'all are going to learn that from the book. What I am here for is to tell y'all how it's going to be when y'all get to that job. Tell you the reality of what you're looking at once you get there and what's expected of you. Okay. Again, set you up for success. So, and it also, unless you can't make it for work, like I said, Zoom is not mandatory, but I do take a list of who shows up, and showing up can work in your favor when it comes down to, the end of a module and you're 1 point away, difference between a B and an A, but you show up for all the Zooms. I'm going to give you them points. And if you're one of those folks that can't come to Zoom because of work, let me know that. And it's never held against you, but I won't not give you the point. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you that point anyway. If the only reason you can't come is because you work, because your schedule just doesn't allow. I'm gonna give you that point anyway. So let me know if that's the reason that you don't come to Zoom. We are about to start, and I think it's actually starting this week or next week, starting NCCT prep classes, and that's prep for the exam. If I were y'all, I wouldn't worry about going right now, because everything those prep sessions are is review. It's for people who are almost done with the program, and we're reviewing the most vital information that you learned that you're going to see on that test. Okay. So at this point, for y'all to go, and I'm not saying don't go if you want to. If you want to, soak it all in, soak up everything you want to. But it'll be more beneficial to y'all after y'all have been in the program for a little bit. And we keep those going all the time, and or the videos are available. If you look on this gray menu, we have an NCCT prep page. I always have this in every class. You have study materials that you're able to download up here. You just click on them. The NCCT website, where I highly recommend you guys go and start register with them and download. They have free materials that you guys can download. So that's something you can take advantage of. And again, this link is always in your e-learning. And then you see we have previous NCCT prep sessions. As we do them, we record them and post the new ones to replace the old ones. Okay. So that's NCCT prep. And you also have course assignments, grade book, PowerPoints is another good one. Let's see, the course assignments though, that's where you guys are going to be the most, because that's where you're going to find everything. Let me change this to how you guys are going to see it. All right, so when you click on the course assignment page, it's going to show you the next thing that you have due. And then it's going to start listing the daily assignments are up at the top. Okay. And then after that starts the labs. Okay. And let's see. And then down at the very bottom is exams. Okay. So you have to scroll on down to find everything. Just scroll on down. And if you guys will notice, once I get back up to the top, I notice I title the assignments by what day of the module we are on. Day 1 of 20 is going to be your first day of the module, and so on and so forth. Okay, there are 20 days in this module, and today is day 10 of 20. And that's why it's saying this one is open, because today's Monday. So everything before that closed Sunday at 11:55, right? So this is day 10 of 20 is today's assignment. When you guys get into e-learning, I will probably, y'all can see the assignments without me reopening them, but I may reopen the assignments up because I would like for you guys to start at day 1 of 20 and then kind of catch up. Use the 2-week break over the holidays to kind of catch that up, because we started all new material, a fresh section on this day 1 of 20, and that's where I would really like you guys to start from, so that y'all get everything in this module from the beginning. Okay. Now, if y'all don't get those done, I am not going to hold it against you. I will drop anything that you don't get done that was before your start date. So anything before day 10 of 20, if y'all don't do it, I'm not going to hold it against you, but I highly recommend you do it. And if you do, you will get credit for it. Okay? Perfect. So again, and y'all can see, it's literally one question. List an advantage to having a patient portal in a medical office. That's not even really something you would have to Google search. You could think, how is that, what's an advantage to that? It's convenient. That's the advantage. It's dang convenient for the patient and for the doctor's office to it cuts down on phone calls, it cuts down on paperwork, all that good stuff. So it's very, very convenient. So there's your answer for today's daily assignment. But all right, so I'll go ahead and stop. But this is where you find this gray menu over here is all your different pages and where you find all your information. PowerPoint slides, syllabus. We don't have discussion forum questions very often. If you do, I will let you know about it, but otherwise you can ignore that page. And then this one down here, you also have SIM chart for the medical office. Okay, if you click that page, there's a little video on how to access SIM chart. I think it's maybe 9 minutes long. And then the launch the SIM chart link. All right, so today's focus, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Today's focus is that day 1 assignment, okay? Tomorrow's focus is going to be setting up your logins and getting access to everything. Wednesday's focus is going to be you guys getting in, making sure that everybody's got login access to e-learning. You guys are finding the assignments and getting you into SIM chart, okay? So today's day 1 assignment, tomorrow's logins and setups, and then on Wednesday, we'll start getting you guys into SIM chart. I would like for you guys to attempt the process on your own. Some people fly through it, and some people, I have to get on Zoom and we walk through it together, and that's okay. That's not a problem. Not everybody is at the same technical level, So whatever level you're at, that's okay. We're going to get you through it. But I can walk you guys through this process in a couple of minutes. So don't let yourselves get stuck or overwhelmed either. If you get stuck, go on and reach out right away so I can get you taken care of right away. Okay. Don't ever think that you're bothering me. You're not. You're not bothering me. This is my job, is to see you guys, help you through this program. So if you need me, I'm here. But as always, text message is your best point of contact with me, because I'm not always sitting in front of a computer to have my email open, and I get hundreds of emails a day. So, and they get looked over. They really do. I'm human. So it gets looked over. But text messages, even if I'm in a meeting or something like that, my phone is sitting next to me on silent and I'll see the message scroll the screen. And as soon as my meeting's done, or even most of the time during my meeting, I'll go ahead and answer y'all back. Okay. And if you call me, y'all can call me. If you do and I don't answer, it's because I'm in a meeting generally. If I can't answer, I will. If I can't answer, I will send you a text message and say, hey, I will call you in such and such a time frame. I'll call you when my meeting's over in an hour or something like that. And if you're like, oh, well, I was on a break, can I just hit you back after I'm off work? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just let me know. Communication is the key. Communication is the key to keep the flexibility. Okay. As long as we're working together, we can work through whatever y'all have pop up. I have had people lose family members. I have had people get cancer diagnosis. I just had a student finish that every single Zoom meeting she attended, poor baby was in a hospital bed because she has a terminal illness. But one of her goals on her bucket list was to get a certification of some kind. So she did that. She did the damn thing. And we can do it. We can do it. So we can work through anything. We just got to communicate with each other and meet each other with some grace. Everybody's going to have crap happen. Like I said, you get kicked in the face by life all the time. I feel like it happens to me on a weekly basis. You know, earlier this year, my car got stolen. I was without transportation for 3 months because Kia couldn't get parts for my car because there was a rash of dang TikTok. That's all I can say. Dang TikTok and them Kia boys. They got me, y'all. They got me. But we okay now. I got my car back. I'm still waiting on some parts though. And that was 6 months ago. My car was stolen in June. So life happens, y'all, and I get it. I get it. But we'll get through this program and we'll get y'all to where y'all want to be. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Any questions? I think that's pretty much it. Any questions, concerns, anything? All right. As y'all start doing things, getting emails and stuff like that, y'all will pop up with questions and concerns. Shoot me a text message. I'll shoot you one right back. Okay. I'm here for y'all when y'all need me. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for your time this morning. I really, really appreciate all y'all showing up and spending time with me and letting me see y'all's beautiful faces. It's so nice to meet y'all. And welcome to Unitech and welcome to my class. All right. Y'all have a blessed day.